It's the new hit list on 102.7 Kiss FM. My name is Kayla, and I got Benson Boone.
What up, Kayla?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little, the daylight savings kind of threw me off, and we were just talking. You had no idea that the time even changed.
Bro, for real. I thought I was being just gaslit into being, oh, yeah, you lost an hour's sleep. I'm like, oh, that's why I look so rough. No, I legit did.
Yeah, I broke the news to him. I was like, did you not know that Sunday morning we lost an hour, and that's why we're all, I can't even function right now.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I woke up on another planet.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's so nice to meet you. So congratulations on the success of Beautiful Things. Crazy.
Thank you. It has been definitely a wild 2 months.
I bet. What I've noticed about you is how much you express gratitude. So every time I see your Instagram, you're always saying thank you, and you're always saying what you're grateful for. And I love that about you. Why is it important for you to do that?
I think I realized that, yes, obviously I'm doing what I can to, have a lot of people hear my music and hear my songs, but at the end of the day, it's not me who's listening to it. It's other people and fans and people that have no idea who I am, and so I'm very appreciative of those people because genuinely without them, I couldn't tour and I couldn't stream, and I like all these things are definitely coming from me, but they're not happening all because of me. It's I can't take credit for all of it. So I'm just very grateful for the people that listen to the music and follow the things that I'm doing and go to the shows, and it truly means the world to me.
Yeah. What do your parents think about everything that's happened to you over the past few months?
Oh, man. Mama Boone has been worrying. But all good things. I call them more. I've been calling them more than I usually do, so they know, I just moved to LA and this song is going. So definitely been talking to them more, but I get exciting news every day because of this song.
Yeah.
And so I always just want to tell them, and they get so excited too. And they're so supportive, and they want me to be happy. And so I'm very grateful that I can even call them and tell them these things and that they can be excited.
Yeah. It seems like having them in your corner is so important to you. I mean, you reference them in your song. How has their love shaped who you are today?
Oh gosh. Genuinely, I know this is probably something a lot of people say, but truly, I would actually be nowhere without my parents. They have done. I mean, I have 4 sisters, so there's 5 kids, and they have done an exceptional job at raising all of us and raising all of us well. And the support from my family is truly. I'm so grateful for it because I know that is an opportunity that a lot of people don't get to have. And so I'm very grateful for my parents and the way that they want me to be happy and the way that they support what I do. And they're always there. I try and go home as much as I can, but I definitely have not been able to lately as much as I want to. But every time I'm home, it's I can just be home without having to think about things, and they just want me to feel comfortable and
normal, because your life is not normal anymore.
Yeah. So they're wonderful.
I love that for you. Okay, so when it comes to Beautiful Things, what inspires you to create music specifically like that song?
I mean, it's hard to give one answer to that. I get inspiration from a lot of places and a lot of people. But I think something that, I don't know, a trait that I've kind of always had is I'm very comfortable in being vulnerable. I think as someone who, releases music to the world, not knowing how they're going to take it, I think there's not really much I can do about how other people take my lyrics and how they express themselves with my music. But Beautiful Things is very vulnerable. Is definitely like a song that is really personal to me. But I understand everybody's gonna take it their own way, and like some people just want to scream it, and some people actually listen to the lyrics and like it means something to them in their life. And so I don't know. I love songs like that where like In the Stars, like where people can have their own story to it, because that's kind of what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that. And when it comes to putting things out there, I mean, you are so open on social media. We see your goofy side, we see your heartbroken side, especially on TikTok. I mean, you have cultivated a massive following on TikTok. I mean, you got people like jumping over couches and stuff like that, doing flips and whatnot. Wait, you also were on the diving team. Am I correct? Did I read that somewhere that you were on the diving team in high school?
Yeah.
Is that where you learned how to do the flips and stuff?
I've been doing. My dad actually taught me how to backflip when I was like a little kid.
Okay.
Like 4.
Okay.
So
I love that. So when it comes to TikTok, I know today they voted to ban TikTok. And I think it's so crazy because TikTok
I didn't even know
you didn't know
that.
that? Oh yeah. So basically they voted last week, they voted to pass it, and then today was the official voting. And basically it's if the US doesn't agree to or the China doesn't agree to give the United States a share, we can no longer have it on our app stores. And when it comes to so when it comes to TikTok, I think especially when it comes to music, I mean, that's how people push their music. That's how it kind of bridges the gap between artists and the fans, right?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I mean, I watch your TikTok and you are reacting to covers that people do to your songs, and I think it just makes everything so much more personable. So how do you feel about TikTok possibly not being a thing anymore?
Wow. Well, I'll give you the raw emotions because I did not know that. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's been such a helpful platform to, a crucial platform to, get people to hear my songs and to see my face and to listen to my voice. And I mean, without it, Beautiful Things would not be what it is for sure. Really, any song I've had wouldn't, because it's always been there while I've been doing music. But yeah, I think, obviously, when there's something as big as TikTok, there's always a negative side of things. There's always negative comments and weird videos and people being rude and weird and weird. But also there comes a huge benefit to people. I mean, some people I know, even friends of mine, some people have businesses on TikTok where that is their whole life and their income and their world. And so, that would really change things.
It would suck
if it got banned. But you know what? Life happens, man.
I mean,
Life
that's
happens.
the day and age that we live in. But I specifically love your TikTok because you're so vulnerable and open, and you are okay with showing your emotions. So I was scrolling back. And you said something where it was you were to mention the making of your song, What Was. And you were saying 6 months ago, I broke up with, I got heartbroken with the first girl that I ever loved. I didn't know it was the right decision. So that's what I'm going through right now. What are you guys going through? And that's the question that you asked your fans. And I thought that was so real to sit there and ask your fans that. Is it hard for you to be vulnerable like that?
Honestly, not a lot. With sharing a story in detail, the only worry I ever have is making somebody else feel bad that I that I'm including in that. I never want anyone else to be involved in my vulnerability if they don't want to. But outside of that, I think it's important to be vulnerable to an extent. And obviously I don't want people to know everything about me because that's not the point. And nobody really wants that. But I do want people to understand emotions that I feel and, things that I go through that help them understand lyrics or understand a song or understand me.
Yeah.
And so I want people to have enough so that they feel like they get what I'm feeling, but also not enough to where they know things about me that I that I don't want to share.
Yeah. And kind of like what you were saying earlier, what I love about music and just art in general is it's subject to interpretation, and it's for all walks of life and all souls, right?
Yeah.
And I've noticed that a lot of people relate to your music on a spiritual level, and you talk about having faith and love and peace, and I don't know, it just like shows that your music is so universal that it can just touch everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And that's like all I want.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah. So the message that I got out of Beautiful Things is like, don't wait until it's gone. Faith, resilience, love again and again and again. What is the message for you?
Yeah, for me, and that is a great takeaway, by the way. For me, Beautiful Things is really like having something so good that like you could not bear to lose it, and could not live without it. And so it's like kind of like desperation, for me, and like turning to anything, to like, plead for that thing to stay. But yeah, and like, I never want to lean too far one side or the other, where like I want everyone to feel included in a song that I make, and especially Beautiful Things, for everyone that like does, believe in God or not believe in God, like anybody can relate to those lyrics, and I never want people to feel excluded from that.
Yeah. Has anybody ever shared any stories with you of how that song impacted them? Because I'm sure you've heard a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm excited for tour. Like, I haven't even heard very many stories except for like, comments that I've read here and there. But like when I go on tour and I meet people, like I think that's when I'll hear a lot of stories of like what people actually went through listening to that song, and like if it actually changed, something in their life. 'Cause like everything so far has been on the internet. Like I haven't left my house. I'm just like making
Right.
these videos, and so I can't like listen to people because I'm not around them. And so in a couple weeks when I'm on the road, like that's when I'll hear all the stories, and I'm very excited for that.
Okay. Real quick, let's talk about your song Slow It Down that comes out in a few days.
Yes.
What can you tell us about it?
Slow It Down is kind of like the inside of my brain. Like, I'm definitely an overthinker sometimes and a little bit of a hopeless romantic. So like,
and that's why we love you.
Yeah. To me, like sometimes, baby girl, you gotta slow it down. I'm talking to myself here.
Okay.
Like, for sure, just to like take it slow, because I'm not very good at that. So
neither.
that's kind of what Slow It Down is about. Just like taking it easy, take it slow. Like, you're gonna be fine. Whether it's in a relationship or your life, like, just please, goodness, slow it down.
That's a word for me too. I'm always chaos in my mind all the time.
Yeah.
So you're going on your tour. You're actually going to be here in LA April 28th. It's called the Fireworks and Rollerblades Tour. Why did you decide to call it that? That's cute.
In a couple weeks, there will be a song that is not Slow It Down or Beautiful Things that is released that will have the lyric Fireworks and Rollerblades that you understand. So like, when the time comes, when
Okay.
there will be a song. We will make it known
There you go.
why it's called Fireworks and Rollerblades.
All right, cool. Before I let you go, this is the new hit list, and we love spotlighting new artists and new songs that maybe people don't know about.
Yeah.
So who or what is on your playlist that you want to shout out?
Somebody put me on like a year and a half ago, an artist. Her name is Olivia Dean. And I know like there are definitely a lot of people that know about her, but like a lot of people don't. And she's incredible. Lyrics, incredible melodies, her voice. Olivia Dean, go listen to her. Check out her music. If you need a song to start with, play Echo by Olivia Dean.
Okay. Thank you so much, Benson Boone. Can't wait to see you on tour.
Thank you
Can't
very
wait
much,
for the new
Kayla.
song. This is a new hit list on Kiss.